So you just got your 2022 Appraisal District tax values in the mail, and you, like me, have found out that your house went up by $134,000. Now, mind you, I only bought my house 6 months ago, going on 7. So in 6 or 7 months, the Appraisal District is trying to tell me my house has improved by $134,000. So you get it and you want to protest it. Guess what? You have the right to do that, and you should. And I'm going to tell you how. Stay tuned to the end to make sure you don't miss anything. I'm Zach Walker, your Texas local lender. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to talk about your 2022 appraisal tax assessment. Came in, your house went through the roof. You're like, it's going to change my payment. It's going to change my taxes. Mine went up $134,000, which is going to significantly change my monthly payment. And the question is, how do I protest? Because I need to protest. And you do need to protest. And each county and state and area has a certain procedure that needs to take place to make sure that you don't get had by your local appraisal district. So how does it work? Why do they come in and assess our taxes and say, man, your house went $134,000 through the roof? Well, that's a great question. They're gonna go and evaluate the market, the average sales price. They're basically gonna do a large scale appraisal of the area and say, hey, on average, houses here went up here, houses here went up there, this house went up that much. And they're making a blanket statement across the board rather than looking at an individual appraisal of your home. And the question is, do you have recourse? The answer to that question is abso-freaking-lutely. Let's talk about how you do it. If you live in Dallas County here in Texas, you need to get on the DCAD website. There is an opportunity there for you to go in, click, and protest your taxes. It's called the U-File system. And those of you that live in Dallas County, you may be familiar with it, you may not be. But if you're not, go to the DCAD website, click on U-File, and you're gonna go in and you're gonna protest your taxes that way. Because guess what? You're not gonna be able to show up at the office and hey, I want to protest my taxes. That's not how it's going to work in Dallas County, Texas, unfortunately. In your online protest, you're going to add any information you have. You might have a real estate agent pull some comps, or you might take some pictures of your house and show them some deficiencies. Maybe your house is 25 years old and they're pricing it the same way they would a new construction house. And you say, wait a minute, that's not right. Or maybe you just bought your house 6 months ago. That's an easy one. You're going to attach your Alta settlement statement, your closing statement. You're going to send that in and say, look, 6 months ago I bought my house for XYZ. How could it possibly go up? They're going to amend your taxes. But in Dallas County, you're going to go to U-File. You're going to file your protest online. You're going to put all the information you've got in there. And the Dallas Central Appraisal District will contact homeowners via the telephone or email. If you can't come to an agreement with DCAD, then an opportunity will be set up for you to protest in person through a hearing, and that way you'll have your day, right? Here in America, we're always going to get our day. The appraisal reviewed board meeting that you request is going to end up happening in the 3rd week of May and could last all the way through July. So buckle up for a long process, but it's worth it. This year, they're expecting between 180,000 and 200,000 protests in Dallas County alone. If you live in Denton County or Tarrant County, you have 30 days after your appraisal was mailed to you to protest your taxes. And you want to make sure your homestead was filed. Homestead caps your increases at 10% annually, and this is something you need to make sure you've done on your primary residence, and that's regardless of where you live in Texas. Let's run through some of these deadlines to make sure you don't miss it. If you live in Collin County, you've got until May 17th or 30 days after the appraisal was mailed. If you live in Dallas County, you've got until May 17th. If you live in Denton County, you have 30 days from the mailing date or of their appraisal to file a protest form. If you live in Ellis County, May 15th, Johnson County, May 17th, Tarrant County, May 15th. A good rule of thumb, make sure you get it in by the end of April, and then it doesn't really matter. In the state of Texas, everybody has a right to protest their taxes. If you feel like your increase was too high, you're gonna go to the city website, you're gonna find through there, you're gonna look through there, you're gonna find the area where it talks about property taxes, or just pick up the phone and call up to the courthouse and say, hey, I got my appraisal in the mail and I need to protest. What's my best option? They're gonna walk you through how to do it. You're either gonna mail it in, do it online, online or you're going to drop it off somewhere. But make sure you do the research and get it done. And if you haven't filed your homestead exemption, you need to make sure you do that. That is of the utmost importance for your primary residence. If you have a crazy appraisal story, I want to hear it. Drop comments below. In the meantime, I am Zach Walker, your Texas local lender, and stay tuned for more great content. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. I'm out.